All right.
Ready?
Action.
And I want all of that to just stay in there. Don't even edit it out. My name is Ingrid B. You are on the B-side. And I'm here with my friend, my co-host, my partner in crime, Dichotomy. He hosts our man night on the B-side in South Florida. And then I go up to Atlanta and host his events with him. And we are going to Curacao.
Yes, we are.
The Oral Fixation International trip is happening. I will not be missing it this year. We went to Jamaica. It was my very first time in Jamaica since I was born there, that I had been back since I was 18 months old. And that was everything. And then we went to Aruba.
We did.
Oh, did we go to Aruba?
We had Anthony David there with us.
Anthony David was on the B-side with us doing his oral fixation thing. And let me tell you, the beaches in Aruba were everything. Every morning you went off to the beach, it felt like nobody had been there before. So I am looking forward to Curacao. I'm hoping that it's going to be more of the same.
Yeah, the Curacao beaches are the same, right? So
Okay.
The Curacao is part of the ABC Islands.
Right.
It's Aruba, Barbuda, and Curacao. So yes, I've already been to the resort. I've checked it out. You can expect exactly the same.
And I get Marriott rewards.
Yes, you do.
Yes!
Actually, all the points are going to come to me because it's under the AF.
It's okay. You're going to give me some because we're family.
I'll break
so
it up.
I'll take
I got
that.
you.
Yes.
I got you.
So Dichotomy and I met 10, 12 years ago, and since he got on the B-side, he's been on the B-side. So your experience being a poet, being a curator, being a host, as you travel out around the country, what has that been? Is there, let me know if the B-side is, up to par. What we doing that the rest of the country is not doing?
Yeah, no, I mean, the B-side is definitely up to par. I will tell you, anybody who has actually been on the B-side or made it to the B-side, especially to be a feature, it is something that is an accomplishment. Because I know that I was coming on the B-side for a while. I used to come to Florida for work, and I would come and I would sign the open mic list. And I know it had to be a good 6 months to a year that I was doing poems, and you still didn't really know who I was or how my poetry was because you never listened. Like any time that I was performing, you was in the back checking the door, making sure everybody good, checking the bar, what are the numbers, doing all of that. You never really paid any attention to me for a good 6 to 8 months that I was on the B-side.
He's exaggerating, but go ahead.
And then at one point, I don't know what it was, you were bored or whatever it was, and you actually listened to me. You're like, you know what, this dude is not half bad,
That's what I said. You're not half bad. You got to
not,
keep them humble. You got to keep them humble.
You did do that. But I will tell you that after my first feature on the B-side, what I will tell you for you is that I appreciate the opportunities that you have given me as a result of that, because from that point, I've had the opportunity to open for Mike Phillips, Raheem Devon, Anthony David, Tidra Moses, Jaguar. Like all of these are people that I have that I can put on my resume because I was on the B-side. So anytime you have a big event coming up, you always hit me up. You're like, hey, Dichotomy, I've got this person coming through. I want to make sure that you're on. So yes, it took me a while to get on your good side and to really get on the B-side. But once I got there,
it was worth the wait.
It was definitely worth it.
It was worth the wait.
So I appreciate that, definitely.
And you have not only, after coming out to the events and maybe watching for so long, you have surpassed me in the curation of events, doing your event in Atlanta at 595. Oral Fixation is 200 to 300 people every time. Quarterly event, of course, we can't wait till it's post-COVID so you could bring that back. But this international trip is for poets by poets.
Right.
Well, for poets and poetry lovers, because there's actual spoken word performances on the trip along with live music. So yes, Anthony David was last year. Not last year when we were in Aruba.
Yeah.
Year before last. Who was in Panama?
Me. Like we were in Panama. So no. Actually, in Panama we did an all-female poetry show. So we did Flow International, which is a show that's done by Masterpiece. So it was her. She had K Love, Queen Sheba. Chanel Gabrielle. So there was a bunch of female poets.
So
that
you
were
had
in
your
there.
Women's Month celebration
Yeah,
last
yeah,
year.
we did.
Okay, last summer.
Yeah, but the big thing about that, right, is that the trip is about the art, right? There's a lot of international trips, a lot of group trips. Nothing against any of those. I've been to them. I enjoy them, but the focus is on the party, right? It's on that, and so
how naked you can get and how small your bikini is.
I'm not gonna say all that, but what I will say is that I wanted Oral Fixation to be about the art, right? I know that there are grown folks that want to travel internationally and they want to party, but they also want a portion of the culture, right? They want to listen to live music, they want to hear poetry, they want to do all those things, and that's what the purpose of that trip is. It's good for singles, it's good for couples. If you don't want to be out, turning up, listen to, Pooh Shiesty and swag and surfing, like that's cool. You know what I mean? Exactly, that's my point.
Okay.
But you can come and you can listen to, some amazing poets, some live music, and still have a good time. And it's about the camaraderie and the interaction with people that are there. So
it's a really dope trip. We will be going in June, the 23rd through the 26th of June.
Yep.
Curacao, Oral Fixation. What's the website for this?
So basically,
trip?
they can go to aficuracao.com.
Okay,
so AFICURACAO.
.com to find out more information. I will be there. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun. We're gonna do karaoke in Curacao.
It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a very good time. So I thank you for equally being amazing and giving me the opportunities that you have done as well. We travel well together. We've been on cruises together.
Yeah.
We've been in these streets.
Yeah,
in these seas.
Yeah, the biggest thing is about the reciprocity that's there, right? And I think that what we've learned and what I've seen is that you should never be intimidated by somebody else's talent, right? There's enough opportunities for all of us to succeed. And so you've put me onto a lot of opportunities that you had. I've tried to do the same. And as a result of that, we both won, right?
Yes.
And so I think as long as we, as a culture and as an art form, continue to push that forward, then we will continue to take, spoken word from the coffee houses and the sports bars to international trips to stadiums to places like City Winery, right? Where they don't normally have poetry and be able to do that. So I think that I've learned a lot from this. This relationship has taught me a lot, and I think that what we're doing here is the blueprint for what a lot of other people should do in order to be able to help push the art form forward.
And I think tonight was definitely the leveling up. Shouts out to Lamont Rucker for being with us this evening, who also writes poetry, but he didn't give us any tonight.
So I heard that he lives in Atlanta,
time,
and that's the case. So I'm gonna have to put the pressure on him to come out, and do that, definitely.
And then more friends, we've got Malcolm Jamal Warner. Hopefully I can get Tidra Moses to come out. Like I got some friends that can come out. But my goal is really just to let people know that South Florida has soul. So we've got live music here. We've got poetry here. We've got it all. You can, drop it like it's hot. We're ratchet to revolutionary on the B-side. So we might be in the strip club on one day, but we at the poetry spot the next day. And I like to do it all. We should all do it all. It's called balance. That's what the B-side is, right? So yeah, I just thank you for being here and being on the B-side and rocking your B-side swag.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, tonight has been amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, so thank you for the opportunity. This is the not the first, but we're going to continue to do this moving forward. Again, I can't thank you enough. You've been doing events on the B-side of South Florida for how long?
20 years.
20 years.
This is year 21.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're the OG in the game.
First of all, I'm the fly auntie. I am not an OG, okay? That is not what I am.
If you don't want to claim it, that's fine, but you know what I'm saying, to the folk.
Original gangster? Okay.
OG.
Yeah, don't say OG. Say I'm the original gangster.
Okay.
You have to do it with a Jamaican accent.
All right, we'll give you that.
Yeah.
You're
He's
the-
like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. Shouts out to then and now. Do you want me to separate that?
You don't have to do that at all, actually. Not on this. They're not gonna see that. Can you end the video, please? Take 3.
I'm Ingrid B. This is Dichotomy, and you are on
The B-side.